Hello everyone and welcome back for another mail video. We are almost done catching up on mail, which I'm really excited about. But hopefully by the time you guys get this video, we won't have accumulated more mail and be getting more behind. But we're doing pretty good. First letter of the day is from Ronan in Spokane, Washington. The letter says, Hello Kepler. Would you like to read the letter? Take your time, honey. I know there's some big words in there. Okay. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Vlog. That's a good alternative name. Hey, my name is Ronan, YouTube username Ronan's Odyssey. Since mid-July, I have been slowly making my way through the journey, and I'm currently on day 696, although by the time you read this, I will probably be up to date with the vlog, hopefully. I've been wanting to write a letter for quite a while, and what finally made me decide to write was on day 673 when you said that Modest Mouse was your second favorite band. Is that still true? Because they've been my favorite band for over 3 years now. Well, actually, it's Mal's favorite band, yep. And it's still my second favorite band. I like Modest Mouse a lot. They Might Be Giants has a very special place in my heart, which keeps them in the #1 slot. What are some of your favorite songs by them? Favorite album? I really like Trailer Trash and King Rat, and their best album, in my opinion, is Lonesome Crowded West, with Good News for People Who Love Bad News at a close second. Ever notice how their album names contradict themselves? Gotta love Modest Mouse. Favorite songs? Why don't you list some favorite songs? They're your favorite band.
One of my new favorite songs is History Sticks to Your Feet, and that's off No One's First and You're Next. And that's one of my new favorite albums.
My favorite song is Ocean Breathe Salty, but if you look at all of the songs I have in my iTunes from Modest Mouse, like 90% or more are favorited, which is a really, really high percentage for a band. Like, there's very few songs I don't like, which is really, really good. Favorite album? That's kind of hard. Building Nothing Out of Something is a really, really good one that I like. I also really like Good News for People Who Love Bad News, and also what's the other one I'm thinking of that's on the tip of my tongue that I can't think of the name of?
It's the blue cover one.
The Moon and Antarctica. I had to go to my iPod and double check. Moon and Antarctica I think is fantastic. Lonesome Crowded West is too, but I would say Moon and Antarctica is possibly my favorite album by them. I don't know. They have good music. Anyway. I wanted to share how your vlog interferes with my life. Interferes. A few weeks ago in my English class, I'm in 10th grade by the way, we had to write a short story representing voice. We were given a list of names to choose from, and I picked the name Bubba Baxter. I had to read it in front of the entire class, and the only way I could picture Bubba Baxter talking is with the voice of Mr. Dyslexic Heart Bear, so I used it. I even ended my story with a, yes I do, yes I do. It was very well received. Then, a week later in the same class, one of our vocab words was frugal, which made me think of the vlog because I had just watched the episode where you, Mallory, decided to be frugal for the next 2 months. But that's about it with all the relations. I'm not a good drawer and I don't play magic, so I've enclosed a school picture from this year that I personally signed just for you. My picture this year is extremely goofy, I know. And Ronan has a picture of himself. Thank you, Ronan. Best wishes to you, Mallory, Deborah, Steve, Jarrett, Justin, Austin, Dan, Alex, Taylor, Thomas, Greg, Sagan, and Kepler. Sincerely, Ronan Dempsey, also known as Ronan's Odyssey. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's nice to find other Modest Mouse fans. I know for myself, it actually took me a long time to really get into them. In fact, I couldn't get into them until I had listened to the Bluegrass Tribute album. I listened to that a lot, I really, really liked it, started listening to the lyrics and liked them, and that's how I got into Modest Mouse, which is kind of absurd and ridiculous, but now I love them, obviously, a lot, since, you know, such a high percentage of their music is favorited. But Ronan, thank you so much for the letter. I'm going to move on to the next letter, which is from
Lethbridge, Alberta.
Hey Stephen and Mal, I'm writing to you from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. Now isn't that just wonderful? Now, on to my letter. The way I found your videos is through the one and only Chugger Conroy. I started with the one vlog of you, and I actually thought it was boring at first, so I left the video, but then later on I decided to go back and see more of Chugga's antics, and I especially loved the Sonic 06 playing, but that is how I started watching the vlog. Anyway, in September, after finding out what the journey was, I went through the playlist and started embarking. Now 2 months later, I'm on day 614, so I'm getting close to the wedding. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm 11 and my name is Tate. I'm in middle school and I also play alto sax in the band. I also love Stephen Plays. I love it when you played Slender and you said that he was just pissing you off. I also love Donkey Kong Country too. Also, last thing before I go, I've learned how to type with all 10 fingers because of you, so thank you. Now I can type a lot faster. Anyway, thanks for the vlog, so bye for now. Tate, also known as Maker754, but I don't need a link because I have no videos. P.S. Love the kitties' names. Well, thank you very much, Tate. And Tate, who's Maker754, also leaves us a Odric Master Tactician, which is a signed holographic rare, which we don't get a whole lot of. So Tate, thank you very much. I appreciate the letter and the card. We're going to move on to the next letter, which is from Alex in St. Louis, Missouri.
I was going to say that.
Then say it.
Alex in St. Louis, Missouri.
Good job. Dear StephenMail, hi. I've been watching your videos for about 6 months now, and I love them. And without my daily dose of Stephen, let's not go there. I have just recently gotten back up to speed with the vlogs. They are amazing, as I'm sure everyone is always telling you. I've recently finished Earthbound, and I'm starting on my second run. I also watched your Earthbound Live charity from start to finish. I slept a lot afterwards.
So
there were a few people who watched it start to finish, and you are brave souls. Very brave souls. To sum it up, I just wanted to wish you and Mao a happy life together and keep making videos, because your videos are addicting. Known on YouTube as XSJ Foodin1. Your loyal Stephenite Alex. P.S. I enclosed some rare magic cards I have. Well, Alex, thank you so much for the letter, and let's take a look at the cards that you included.
My personal favorite card of all time, Vampire Nocturnus.
Mallory's absolute favorite card, Vampire Nocturnus. We also have Garrick Primal Hunter and Jace Memory Adept from M13. Wow. Snap. These are nice cards, and you can kind of see Sagan's ears. Sagan hopped up and wanted to say hello. The kittens have actually been very, very bad this mail video, and we have had to reshoot things like 10 times actually. So they've been very ornery and need to go to sleep very soon. Anyway, Alex, I appreciate the letter and very much appreciate the cards. Very, very nice cards. Really appreciate that. We're going to move on to the next letter, which is from
Maxwell G in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Maxwell G from Corpus Christi. Dear StephenMail, I should warn you, I may write a lot, and my handwriting will waver as time goes on. This first section will be the general introduction. I found you through my friend Chris, who had made me a Chugga fan from a while back, which led me to you. I have since watched 687 episodes from the start and have been watching since your last day of your old apartment, which was around day 993. I've also watched Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and 2, Portal 2 Co-op, Halo, Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, Leaf Green, Skyrim, and Minecraft, and I am still watching. Question for Mal. Have you heard of the vase competition, or is that not a nationwide thing?
I don't think it's nationwide. I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of vase competition. If so, share your experiences, because I have had 2 honorable mention pieces in 3D rendering, and 2, Stephen, were you ever recognized in high school for your talents in editing? No. I mean, we didn't really have a class, though. It was more of a thing where I guess I was recognized because I was like the only filmmaker in school. I was the only person in the entire school that made videos. So I would make videos and everyone knew I did it, and people talked about it, but it wasn't like I got an award for it or anything. P.S. I had a dream where I worked with Alex at Valve and we were creating my dream game, a third-person zombie game where all the characters are YouTube stars with crazy abilities like calling upon friends with a flip camera. Also, the second picture, the comic, of the comic was done by Columbia, my girlfriend. She had taken a box from one of her comics and blew it up large for me. It's a joke about how I played a female character in Pokemon Pearl. From Max, also known as Maxis Legulus, aka Nerdy Triforce blog. Well, Max, thank you so much for the letter, and let's take a look at what Max sent art-wise. It's very light pencil, so it's going to be hard to see, but this is Max's girl character that he was talking about at the end of his letter. It's going to be a little hard to see. It's kind of prancing around a field of flowers. So, and we also have, and on the back of this it says, a dorm full of artists, and you had such a pathetic Ravenholm sign. We don't go to Ravenholm. Very nice. Thank you very much, Max. We are going to move on to the next letter, which is from
Stephanie in Newton Falls, Ohio.
Sweet. I guess it's not much of a letter. It's more of a small box.
Yes.
Alright, box open, and we have inside, we have a letter. It says letter on it. Kitchen Magic, which is a really thick envelope of recipes. And then we have another one that says Open Last.
And then there's 2 gifts.
2 gifts. One
You
says,
are blue.
I'm blue. One says Stephen, and then presumably the other one says Mallory on it.
It does.
Okay. So we will start with the letter then, which has a bunch of little ladybugs. I was getting there. Ladybug stickers to seal it. It's very cute. And it has a picture of some birds on the
Chickadees.
front. Chickadees. I know the names of the ladybugs, but not the birds. Wow, shiny paper. Didn't you guys see that? It's like shiny. And anyway, dear StephenMail, greetings and salutations. I've been a fan of your vlog for a few months, having discovered it through Chugga Conroy in day 73, but I found the vlog, and that's the important thing. Currently, I'm making the journey for the 2nd time, and I'm in the 820s at the writing of this letter. Wow. I've also started to check out your Let's Play channel. I've watched Amnesia, Earthbound, Minecraft Monaco Madness, and It's Better Together, and Little Big Planet 2. Next up is the Portal 2 co-op you did with Mal. I've also seen several of your memorable moments videos. Watching your vlogs and LPs always brings a smile to my face and lots of laughter. My favorite vlog days are day 540 and the day 500 and day 1000 bonus videos, which contain so many laughs. Belated congratulations on your wedding, thank you. 1-year anniversary, thank you. 1000 days of vlogging, thank you. And welcoming Sagan and Kepler into your family. If they could, they would also thank you. They are just the cutest kitties ever. Enclosed are some recipes, packs of cards for Stephen. I don't know anything about magic, so I picked randomly. And a surprise gift for Mal, as well as some paper and a box for Sagan and Kepler, which they will like. Absolutely love. Questions. Are you keeping up with reading? Remember, 20 pages a day. Dear Lord, 20 pages a day. I would be lucky to read 20 pages a year. Which is really bad. Mal, are you keeping up with reading?
Yeah.
What are you reading right now?
I don't have a new book right now. I need to go to the library.
See. But to be fair, she reads more than I do. I like to read. I really do. It's not that I dislike reading. It's just
you'd rather sit there on your iPod and.
I would rather play Plants vs. Zombies than read, which is kind of sad. Number 2, Mallory. How are your plants doing?
My plants are doing fantastic.
Apparently, Stephanie has 4 African violets.
I have nothing blooming right now, which is really sad because orchids tend to bloom in winter, and I don't have any even looking like they're going to. My violet is doing spectacular. There's a lot of leaves coming in on that thing. Like it's crazy.
Crazy.
And everything else looks good.
I mean, it's green in here, which is as far as that's as much as I know about plants. Number 3, have either of you tried mashed potatoes and carrots? I know Stephen loves mashed potatoes. All you do is boil sliced carrots in the pot with the potatoes and mash them together when the potatoes are tender. Interesting.
I'd try it. I like both.
I've never heard of such a thing. Generally, I'm not a big carrots fan, but as long as they're cooked, I usually do okay with them. I can't eat raw carrots.
I can.
Whoa, not, blur. Doesn't work well. Anyway, I wish you, Mal, Sagan, and Kepler the best of luck in the future, as well as amazing memories and fantastic adventures. Happy thoughts, Stephanie. Also known as Faustina Aurelia on YouTube.
Aurelia.
Aurelia.
I have a cousin named Aurelia.
Okay, well, I've never seen that before, so you did better than I did. On YouTube and the interwebs. P.S. Happy belated Halloween. P.P.S. If you can find it, you should watch Brotherhood of the Wolf. It is an amazing French film. Also, Kingdom of Heaven's director cut is a great movie. Why does Brotherhood of the Wolf sound familiar?
I don't know.
Might be a film school thing. Maybe I heard about it there. And then at the bottom of this it says, "It's a piggy, my best attempt at drawing." And it's a piggy. You guys can see that. It really is a piggy. It's a piggy. Shiny paper! I'm very amused by the shiny paper. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Next we'll go over and take a quick peek at what some of these recipes will be.
Chicken and mustard.
Chicken and mustard.
Tandoori chicken.
Tandoori chicken. Chicken fricassee, which is a fun word, with dumplings. Chicken and dumplings are always okay. I don't care what you add or subtract. Chicken and dumplings, awesome.
Sesame chicken.
Sesame chicken, also a big fan. I love chicken.
Pennsylvania Dutch potato salad. I love potato salad. And like pasta salad.
I love the Dutch.
Quick baking mix for biscuits.
And last and certainly not, oh wait, there's 2 more. Apple pecan pancakes. And then finally we have Mississippi mud pie. And I said it like that because it's got all these crazy like illustrations. So you have to read it like that. It's the rules. Stephanie, thank you so far for the letter and the recipes.
Is that?
This says open last. So I think maybe we should open our little packages first. Do you want to open yours first?
Sure. Ooh, they're playing cards.
Oh snap! Are those Japanese?
These are pretty. Let's see what these are.
Sushi playing cards. They're playing cards, but they have pieces of sushi on them, which sounds delicious. Oh man, we should play with these and then go eat sushi. Or take these and go play sushi at a restaurant with them.
And these are like Japanese bridge cards. And they're playing cards, but
That's pretty cool. Check them out.
they're pretty.
They are pretty. They're very ornate, is the word I would use. Did use. Let me go ahead and open up mine.
I like cards.
Wow, there's a lot of cards. We have lots of different things here. We've got Pokemon Black and White Dark Explorers. We have Pokemon Black and White Dragons Exalted. And then we have a Magic 2012 and Avacyn Restored, which I don't think we've actually had any Avacyn Restored boosters at all. So this is the first booster I've had. Awesome. Thank you. And because we don't do daily pack anymore, anytime people send us packs, we at least try to open some of them on the mail episode itself. So I opened the Avacyn Restored pack, and inside was a Dread Slaver. It's the rare in this pack, Dread Slaver. He's a zombie horror creature. And what do you have? The Sphinx of Uthun is in the 2013 pack. The Dark Explorer set has 2 rares. I'm not sure if they're supposed to have 2 rares or not. Has a holographic Clink Clang, or Clin Clang, and also a Zorro Arc, which actually we just got. You remember seeing that? Someone just sent us that in the mail. And then now you've got a holographic Aggron and a Probopass.
There's a Lillipup.
It evolves from Nosepass. It kind of looks a little like Porygon to me, but been a while. I don't really know the new Pokemon all that well. And last but certainly not least, we have the leather that simply says open last. And on the back it has a sticker of a kitty, and it says it wouldn't be an episode of Stephen Vlog without this. Carrot Cake Cupcakes. My attempt at swirled frosting.
They look good.
Look at those.
They
Wouldn't
look
be
very
Stephen
good.
Vlog without food. That looks amazing. Amazing. I really want a cupcake now.
I can
Look
make
at
some
what
tomorrow.
you've done. Are you really?
Yeah, I've
Can
been
you-
meaning to.
Thank you, Stephanie. You made my wife make cupcakes. Awesome. This was a fantastic little package.
Yeah.
Lots of cards, lots of little. Actually, I was gonna say cards, and I was gonna say something else, and I realized no, actually cards, because we have trading card game cards, but we also have
Playing card.
the playing cards, which is really, and these are really nice. Like, this is a really nice set, so I'm excited to use these. Stephanie, thank you so much. You didn't have to go through all this trouble, but you did, and I really appreciate that. And we'll actually get some use out of all of the things that you sent, and recipes, which I enjoy. And there was a lot of chicken recipes. I'm a big fan of chicken. So you finally got them open? There's the sushi stuff. Oh,
This is gonna make us go out and get sushi tomorrow. You know that, right?
Dan's going to be here tomorrow, and we record these in advance, so this won't be coming out with the right thing. But Dan will be here tomorrow, and I don't think Dan's a big fan of sushi. We're going to have to make him into...
Bless you, kid.
He sneezed right on my hand. Like, right on my hand. Maybe we should end it on that note. Anyway, Stephanie, thank you so much for sending stuff. And for everyone who sent stuff, they're getting really rowdy again. We really appreciate it. If you want to send us something, you can. Go over to the channel page in the top right corner of the page. You'll see our address. Send us stuff, and we will get it and open it. Yes, Kepler, you are insane. Dear Lord. A second ago, he was over there, and now he's on my nightstand, like, across the house. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you, hopefully, tomorrow for another episode of StephenMail.